Hello, Charlie Mgee with some ukulele tips. In the last video, I showed you the basic strumming up, down technique. But in this, I'm just going to cut straight to the chase and go into some Gypsy, jazz, Manouche styles. Just, jump into the deep end. You've got a C chord, you've got the down, up thing. We're going to go straight to Gypsy jazz. Now, the C chord being the easiest chord in the universe is like that. But we're going to go to I don't even know what that chord is, D-6, I think. Which sounds really nice, but it's a little tricky to get. And if you're absolutely struggling, you can cheat and just get your second finger and go up to the 5th fret and just bar it. Which, sounds similar, but it's not quite. So the D-6 chord is basically that, but your top string, you're going to fret the 4th fret instead. So it goes, if you're talking tab, it goes 4, 5, 5, 5. So that means 4th fret, 5th fret, 5th fret, 5th fret. You can kind of squeeze your fingers together like that to do it. Or you can do 2 fingers like that, or whatever works for you. Whatever presses those strings down onto those frets to get your D-6 chord. And that's a very jazzy chord. So I'm going to start with that one to teach you my technique, anyway, of Django Reinhardt's Gypsy Manouche style. So, as you saw in the last video, we had the down, up, and it's really important to just get that rhythm kind of internalized. Don't think about it too much, just feel it. And so if we just do that straight, I'm going to go also from 1 finger strumming to 2 or 3 fingers strumming. So you put your fingers together, and it kind of gets you a bit more volume. So from 1 finger to 3. It doesn't matter if they don't hit it every time, but just if you use that whole, big bit of your hand, you get a bit more volume. So we're going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, like we saw in the last video. But we're swinging it, and then making every second downstroke a little bit quieter than the last one. And then we're going to do something called a mute, which gives us that chunky sound, and it's literally called chunking. I call it chunking because it sounds like a chunk, 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 chunk. So to do that, you've got your downstroke, but as soon as you get to the bottom of the strings, you want to put the palm of your hand onto the strings to mute it. So you get this kind of muted, really quick sound. And you want to get that so quick that there's almost not a chord. It's just a rhythmic thing. So you're kind of strumming and then muting. So it's just this chunk. So every second downstroke is going to be down, chunk, down, chunk, down, chunk. Ooh, see what I did there? Up, down, chunk. So if you let your fingers drag up on the way back, you get this nice kind of swung thing. So just practice that again. Down, 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 chunk, up, down, chunk, down, chunk, down, chunk. So your hand's going up anyway, you might as well make it hit some strings. And then if you speed that up, it's starting to sound pretty jazzy. The one last thing to do, if you're if you're feeling super coordinated, which, let's face it, I'm not the most coordinated person in the world, so you should be able to do it too. You want to use this hand, your chord hand, to kind of pulse on the fretboard. So see, I'm kind of pushing down and up onto the frets at the same rhythm as the strumming. So what that's going to do, that's just going to enhance the chunk. It's going to kind of give it extra mute that you'll hear what it sounds like. So without doing that, it sounds like, right? But if I start pulsing, 1, 2, 3, 4, see what it does? It kind of cuts them short. And so that's going pulse, 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 pulse. And the other hand's going down, chunk, down, chunk, down, chunk. So you speed that up. Woo. That's just going, sliding everything down one. and sliding it up again. Anyway, that's probably enough weird jazz for now. Happy chunking.